What's up, guys? All right, today we're going to do some new stuff. We're going to build off of things we know, and we're going to change the way our functions are working. We're going to make it do things that are a little bit different, and we'll just dive in and see if we get it to work. So, first thing I'm going to do is create a variable called first, and we'll say it'll be an integer of some sort of input of after a number. Cool. And let's do another one. So we have a first and a second. So just copy this. Second. All right. So first number and second number. Nice. All right. So what I'm going to do is try to create some functions that will, do things for us. I didn't shave my head. I gave myself a mohawk. All right. We're going to create a function called add them up. Add them up is going to take the first two numbers. First and second. Cool so far? So let's define it. Define, add them up. Hey, what is up, Chernobylian? All right, so pretty much what we've been doing is we take the two numbers, we print it, just say print whatever x plus y is. See if that works. So if it's 3 and 5, so we should get an 8. Awesome. Now, what if I want to take this and do it again? So say add them up. But I want to use whatever we got from here in here. So like I wanted to say, you do what you do, then use the sum that you did when you added them up and put it inside of here. What's up, Blue Asian? So this is where we're going to get some new things out of this. So what I'm going to create a variable called third. And third is going to equal to this. I'm going to just close this for a second. Then I'm just going to print whatever third is. All right. So now I want this function to give the information back to the code and supply it inside of there. So this way, the function isn't going to add, it isn't going to print. It's going to do the math, which is this x and y, and send it back to here so that the code could do it. So what we're going to do, instead of doing this print, I'm going to put it asleep. And we're going to do a new code. What I want to do is I want to return information back to the main code, back to this area. So I'm going to say return x plus y. So let's see what happens. So if I do 3 and 5, I still get an 8, but our main now coded it. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to use it again. So if I say, all right, let's take another number, 4th, we'll set that equal to add them up of the third, and let's say the first. We'll be able to now print it. So we can now take whatever that number was, that who knows what it is, it depends on what the user enters, it'll be entered, and we could use it again with the original number to actually do things. So this function is going to do the work, but send the results back. So let's see if it works. Hell yeah. So if it's 3 and 5, so 3 plus 5 is 8, then 8 plus 3 is 11. So that actually worked. That was pretty cool. Any questions on what just happened? Is that easy? All right. So I want you to create one. So why do I put 2 colons? I don't know. I think it looks prettier. What does what do? I put 2 colons here because when it prints out, I think it looks nicer. Yeah, so it returns information from the function back into this original part of the code. So this way we can actually use the numbers instead of just printing them. Because if we would have printed it here, like we did with this original line, then we wouldn't have been able to do the next one, which was to use it again. So it's a way of interacting with the functions, and the function can return information back. So this is sort of like the engine that's doing the work, and then it just gives us the answer. Does that make a little more sense? All right, so let's work with this. We're going to create fifth. Fifth is going to equal subbed them out. It's not really a print because print is doing its own thing. It's just sending information back. Kinda. It's like a calculator. You push numbers in, you hit enter, then on the screen you get an answer. So this is sending that answer back to the screen. All right. So let's subtract them out with the first and second, and then print whatever happens here. I want you guys to actually make this function. I want you to subtract them out and see if you can get it to return whatever the difference is between the first and second number. It gives you about a minute to do it. Are you guys getting used to Teams, by the way? Is that pretty easy? So you guys gave me a lot of thumbs up this morning. You haven't touched it, but have you been to it? All right. I kind of dig it. I like the way it does things. All right. So what I'm going to do, since we did it one way here, but we just did the math, let's actually do it a little differently here. So I want to do a minus b. So that's the main goal of this. So what I'm going to do is say store that in some, I don't know, variable, and then return the variable. So we have a couple of options of how to do it. So let's see if this works. So if I do 3 and 5, we get -2. Hey, it worked. All right. So we're going to have a project that's going to be due for, starting this week into next week. And I'll give you the project probably Wednesday evening. It's going to be dealing with a lot of functions like this that's going to be returning information. So as long as you guys get what's happening and why, that's good. The main goal is that this will do the work, but store the information in here. And our functions could eventually be very long and do a lot of different things. So you may not want it in the main code, and that's why we put it there. All right. So what I want you to do, I want you to get a code, make it up. And I'm just going to do it like this. Print float divide. All right, and what this is going to do, you will create two float numbers that goes into the function, and then it will divide it. Right? So we're probably going to need to create two numbers. I could do that now. So x, I call it num1 equals, instead of int, we can write float of the input. Enter a new number. We'll put one colon, make you guys happy. Then we'll do it again. Hey, there we go. Do it again. This will be number 2. Enter another new number. And then we're going to say, all right, send num1 and num2 into it. But I want you guys to create it. So it's totally going to be able to divide two numbers that are floats. And we kind of labeled it here, so it should work pretty easily. So we'll see if you guys can make that function. I'll give you guys like a minute or two to get it to work. All right. So let's see. So let's define float divide. Float divide, we'll take two numbers, I don't know, x and y, whatever we want to name it. All right, so what does the code need that we need to return? What do we got to return for this to work? See if you guys figured it out. Num1 divided by num2? Sure. But in this case, I used x and y, so I'm going to change it for the variables that I used in the function. So just x divided by y. Cool. Seems legit. Let's see if it works. So these two numbers, it doesn't matter. All right, so if I have 6.4 and 4.7, so we get an answer with decimals, and that actually worked. Cool. Any questions with this, guys? Because this is pretty much the gist of what we're doing today. Tomorrow, I'm probably in the morning going to give you a little like buy-in slip type of thing, like a little example where you have to create a function. We'll go over it. We'll go over a couple more examples of how to use these returns, and then I'll give you guys the assignment for the for that week. Any questions before I jump out? I mean, these should be pretty straight up. The only thing that's new is we're returning information back to the main part of the code. Yeah, I think so too. This is pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, if we were in class and stuff, I would have jumped a little bit faster with this and not done a whole lesson with it, but since we're remote, this is our big project going to be a calculator? No, maybe, sometimes. Who knows? It's always a calculator. No, it's not going to be a calculator. We kind of did it a little bit, the project. It's going to be based on something we've done already. And, you'll probably be able to finish the project in like, a day. All right, guys. Yeah, so the main gist is we have these returns that will return information. All right. Tomorrow we'll work on it a little bit more. We'll do a couple more examples, returning different types of things, and that'll be it. Yeah, we're done for today. All right, guys. If you have questions, you can always chat with me on Teams. Otherwise, have a good day. It's a little bit sunny outside. Go outside and play a little bit. Not touch anybody or speak to anybody, but be outside. All right. Speak to you all later.